Hello everybody and welcome to DRL TV. I am your host James Pandolf and we are live for the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series action here at Chicagoland Speedway for 100 laps on this 1.5 mile racetrack. Currently underway with qualifying. We have partly cloudy skies at 77 degrees, 1% humidity, wind at north 2 miles per hour in the sunset portion of the day, so we'll see this sun go down and we'll see how these trucks can handle as we take a look at Ronald Sirloin, who's currently completing his qualifying effort. Fourth with a 31.346 at the moment. We'll see if he'll be able to improve or not on his lap time. Mitchell Briggs is currently the fastest with less than 3 minutes to go. We'll see if anyone will be able to top his speed, as Patrick Calgill just did, as I mentioned it. He's at a 31.146 lap time. We'll see who else is on track. Take a look around and see who's attempting qualifying. Let's go on board with Adam Frewy as he's on lap number 1. 19th with the 31.733, his first lap time. He's coming around for his second. Generally, the second laps will be faster than the first, as these guys build up the momentum from their first lap. You see that sun, that's going to be an issue for the majority of this race. That sun's going to be in their eyes entering turn 3. As you see him come down onto the apron, the wide apron they have here at Chicagoland. And he improves up to 6th with the 31.168, a great lap time for the 29 truck. We see Adam Purcell, he's coming onto the track with a minute and 15 seconds to go. He should have enough time to complete at least one lap. And at the moment, it is the 23 truck and Michael Skinner. He's a Grand National Series rookie. He's making his debut in the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series tonight in that 23 truck. He's currently on pole. Purcell makes his way to the line. 45 seconds to go. He will have plenty of time to set at least one lap time. A few drivers yet to cross the start finish line, but the majority of the people have set a lap time. We have just over 30 drivers in tonight's race. As he crosses the start finish line, his lap time will put him at 13th, and that's the best he'll be able to do. He will not have enough time. So let's see if we can get a word in with our pole sitter, his first race in the Truck Series, Michael Skinner, see what he has to say. As we wait for him to grid up. Michael Skinner in the 23, here he is. Hey Michael, this is the broadcast booth, you have a copy?
Hey, what's up? I gotcha.
Hey man, your first career start in the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series, and you're off to a good one starting here on the pole. How do you feel about tonight?
I feel pretty hopeful. Practice, we had great short run speed. We tried a little bit in the long run, fell off a little bit. So as long as we can get the long run speed going with these limited sets of tires, I think we should be good. And hopefully we put on a show.
Absolutely. Going into from last night's race, you had a solid top 10 finish. Is there anything you can take away from last night that you can put into tonight?
Definitely don't burn those tires off the first 5 laps. That's going to be really important. Um, they fell off like a rock last night. So I'm thinking it's not going to be as bad today, but we'll see.
Absolutely. You do have 3 additional sets of tires. Use them wisely. We'll see how that strategy plays out tonight. As we are rolling off, we're going to let you go get focused. Good luck tonight. Hopefully we talk to you at the end of this one.
All right, man. See you tonight.
And that was your pole sitter, Michael Skinner, as we take a rundown of the starting order. Alongside him is Richard Springer in that 21 truck. Austin Collins starting third. Patrick Cargill will start alongside him in fourth. Making up row number 3 is Josh Mayhew in the 02, Anthony Fitchner in the 87. Keep an eye on both of them. Adam Free starts 7th, Jerry Rogers 8th. Craig Meyer will start 9th alongside him. Mitchell Briggs rounding out the top 10. Jim Westfield in that 35 truck. Daniel Holloway alongside him. Adam Purcell 13th. Raymond Root, another Dynasty Racing League rookie, making his Truck Series debut tonight. David Lindahl will start 15th alongside him. David Wright, Corey Sherman 17th. Doug Lockrow 18th. Brent Kinkott will start 19th, and his teammate alongside him, Rod Fosnine, in 20th. As the rest of the grid runs down, we're getting ready to go racing. The pace truck ducking off. Michael Skinner will lead him to the line, and we are underway here at Chicagoland. A great start there for the 23 Michael Skinner and Austin Collins. Richard Springer not so much, as he's fallen back a couple positions as they make it through turn number 2. Everybody looking good as they head down the backstretch, 3 wide in mid-pack. See great side-by-side battling. The top 3 have separated. Michael Skinner, Austin Collins, and Richard Springer of the top 3. Josh Mayhew and Patrick Cargill battle for that 4th position. Anthony Fitchner getting in the mix. As you see, Craig Meyer was able to get around Jerry Rogers. That's for the 7th position. As the top 10 begin to single file out, Jerry Rogers is going to make a look to the inside of Craig Meyer, try to get that 8th position back from him. Just in front of them. Battle with Patrick Cargill and Anthony Fitchner continues on for 4th. Adam Ferry going to try to join the mix in that brand new debut paint scheme of his. You see back in the pack, Ronnie Outlaw, Rod Fosner, Corey Sherman, Brent Kinkott all in the mix for around 18th position. Ronnie Outlaw going to look to the inside of Corey Sherman. Going back up front, you see Josh Mayhew really falling off. He's about to drop outside the top 10 as David Lindahl has a look to his inside. 43 Raymond Root getting alongside the 02 for position. And a caution is out. If we can find out who it is on, not quite sure. Looks like the 51 of Ronnie Outlaw might have been involved. Let's see if we can see what happened here going down into turn number 1. See, Ronnie Outlaw just drifts up. He continues to drift up. Corey Sherman doing a pretty decent job holding his line. We'll get the angle from Sherman, see maybe if he was coming down or not. You see him kind of drift down there, but looking at that line, the outer line, it looked like he was staying pretty straight on it. A little over it on the right side, but he was staying pretty straight, and then the 51 continued moving up the track. We'll see one more time here. Coming off for turn number 2. You see him drift down below the line, but then he comes back up the line, and the 51 runs right into him. Let's see if we can see that replay one more time from the 10's point of view. On board with Rod Posner. You see 51 make contact there, and there he goes. Wrecking in the back, you can see out the rearview mirror, and that is what brought out the caution. We'll see if anyone decides to pit. We do have a few takers. I believe the majority of them were the people involved in that wreck. With limited number of tire sets, strategy is going to become important. These guys have 3 additional tire changes they can make throughout this 100-lap race. It looks like the majority of them not going to pit. Thomas Harmon, Cody Barber did come down to pit. Both Ronnie Outlaw and Corey Sherman continue to get repairs done on their trucks. Approaching lap number 10. Austin Collins, your race leader. Michael Skinner alongside him. Richard Springer's in the 3rd position. Patrick Calgo and Adam Free round out the top 5. Cody Barber comes down pit lane. As the field double files up, we're going to get ready to go back racing. It will be 10 laps complete once they go back green flag conditions. Green flag back out, Austin Collins with a great restart. Michael Skinner, Richard Springer going to single file out top 3 early, going down into turn number 1. Adam Free going to have a look to the inside of Patrick Howgill for 4th. Adam Free has that run as they enter turn number 3. Jarrett Rogers going to look to follow him. Going to drop Patrick Howgill a couple spots. Going back around the 10th position is Raymond Root entering the top 10. Daniel Holloway right behind him. They come off for turn number 2. Back up front, Michael Skinner retook the lead on the previous lap. Austin Collins is going to have to chase him down. But keep an eye on the 68 Chalmers Harmon. He recently pitted on those fresh tires. He's 7 lap fresher tires than the majority of this field. We'll see just how quickly he'll be able to get through and up towards the front with these fresher tires. Ben Kinkai and his teammate Rod Fosner make up 15th and 16th. As we go back up to the lead, Austin Collins putting that pressure on. As he's getting right up to that tailgate of his, he's going to try to look to the inside. I don't think he's going to have enough momentum as Michael Skinner is able to put that block on. As the top 20 all single filed out. Richard Springer and Adam Faria slowly closing in on these front two. It'll become a 4-truck battle for the lead. As we look through the field, saw a puff of smoke. Maybe some iRacing glitch going on. Somebody lagging. There's here a great battle going on here. Mitchell Grigg is going to get around that 87 of Anthony Thitchner for 13th. Back up front for the lead. Austin Collins still trying to get to the inside of that 23, not quite able to do it. Jerry Ryder's able to get 4th away from the 29 of Adam Paris. And Adam Purcell joining the mix in 6th. You see Thomas Herman, he's already up inside the top 20. He's continually making progress. Started back in 27th on that restart. Jerry Rogers gets around the 21. He's in now in 30. He's going to try to chase down Austin Collins. On board with the 23 of Michael Skinner, your race leader, as we see Austin Collins right behind him. Right to that back bumper of your race leader, Austin Collins, all over Michael Skinner. He's going to try to make something happen. Jerry Rogers able to make that pass on Austin Collins. Jerry Rogers to the inside. He's going to try to take a peek for that lead down into turn number 1. They almost make contact. Ryder's able to clear him off for turn 2 down the backstretch. You see Michael Skinner try to chase down the 9. Jerry Rogers seems to have better tires on this long run. Patrick Cowgill battling Richard Springer. This is for the 9th position. Richard Springer has fallen back a heavy amount. Thomas Harmon now cracking inside the top 10. On those fresher tires, remember. So we go back up. Raymond Root now inside the top 3. He's been steadily moving on up. His teammate Michael Skinner right in front of him in 2nd. Raymond started all the way in the 14th position up to 3rd. Raymond got himself his first top 5 in Dynasty Racing League last night in the Grand National Series race. He seems to know his way around Chicagoland very well. As you see, Michael Skinner staying relatively close to Jarrett Rogers. See David Wright slow on the apron. Coming down to pit lane, as well as the 21 Richard Springer. Looks like these guys are going to try to make it a 2-stop race. As green flag stops have begun. Seven more drivers continue to pit. The top 3 still on track. Got a big gap to go all the way back to 4th place. Adam Purcell, Austin Collins slightly falling back. He's now dropped to 5th. Raymond Root coming down the pit. You saw on your screen that 43 truck. He's down and away, as well as his teammate Michael Skinner. That leaves Jarrett Rogers on track. You see just how much faster these fresh tires are, as Richard Springer is going to pass him, get his lap back. Jared Rogers taking lap number 40. The top 17 still need to pit. Jay Rogers down off into the grass. He's going to be able to get it slowed down enough not to come back up into the track. We're going to take a quick look at that, see what exactly happened. On board with Jay Rogers. He just pushed it too much. He got into that outside wall. I don't think he did much damage, but it did send him through the grass. Phenomenal job staying off that inside wall. That could have been catastrophic for him. Let's take a look. You do see some right front damage, so he did achieve some damage smacking that outside wall. As he's down in pit lane, that means Adam Purcell is the race leader. Tough break for Jay Rogers. We'll see if he'll be able to recover at all from that. As you see Michael Skinner get around the 58 to get his lap back. David Wright going to do the same. Several drivers still need to pit. They're going to stretch it as far as they can go. They might try to make it a one-stop race. We'll see if that'll be possible. Thomas Herman, he's going to battle for this race lead. He's going to look to the inside of Purcell. He might have something for him. As you see a big wad of trucks coming to get their laps back after pitting. The 88 of David Lindahl, the 26 of Daniel Holloway, the 9 of Jet Riders. As somebody was on the track. I'm not quite sure who that was. We'll have to try to run that one back and see exactly who that might have been. Was that the 23? No. Not quite sure who that was. It was a white car, I'm just not sure who. Might have been Craig Meyer if we can. See if we can see it again. Might have been the 44 Dakota Wilkins who's on pit lane. Yeah, that's the 44 Dakota Wilkins. We'll see if we can see that from his point of view, exactly what had happened. Looks like the 42 of David Wright and him make contact, sending him for a heck of a ride. See that one more time. With David Wright, looks like he's going to try to go down the 44, the 44. Ended up kind of blocking him. David Wright got on the apron, and just his speed was too much to stay on the apron. Came back up into the 44. Let's see if we can have a word with Dakota Wilkins while we're into caution. Hey, Dakota Wilkins, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, sir, I don't know if you used VR or not, but you must have been awfully dizzy after that impact.
Yeah, thankfully I don't use VR, otherwise I've probably been apart from brains out right now.
So walk us through what exactly happened. Obviously, iRacing glitched, and that's what sent you sky high, but the 42 just didn't know what direction you were taking, or was there some heat on the racetrack between you two?
Nah, I mean, 42 just can't get out of his own damn way. A couple laps before, he's on fresh tires, but, we're all racing on the old tires, and he just drives into one, rear ends me, and sends me up in the wall and destroys my truck, and come in and get 4 fresh tires and see how bad it was. Came out, and I'm just riding on the bottom, and, truck, it was just me and him. Track's plenty wide enough, and I don't know if he can't drive or what, but he just drove in the back of me again, and that was it. So.
Well, the good news is you do have 2 wins on the season, and you're second in the points. Might be first in the points. I don't believe Steven Sims is here tonight, so you might even become the points leader even after this incident.
Yeah, when I saw that Sims wasn't here, I was kind of hoping, to have a good run to, build a bigger points lead. But if I come away with the points lead, sweet. If not, it's still a long season, and as much as leading the points and win the regular season championship would be nice, it's not what matters. The playoffs is what matters. So hopefully I get all this out of my way now and be good for the playoffs.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for talking to us, Dakota. Hopefully you'll be able to get back on the track and get a couple more positions, and we'll see you next week.
All right, man. Thank you.
As we're going to be approaching the halfway point in this one, second caution of the night. Michael Skinner is your race leader. Teammate Raymond Roots in second. Thomas Herman is in third. One thing to note is that the 43 and the 23 are on the same set of tires as when they had green flag pit stops. The majority of the field pitted under this most recent caution. Thomas Herman's on 10 lap fresh tires, as well as 4th and 5th place Adam Purcell and Jim Westfield. So keep an eye on this restart. We'll see how well the 23 and the 43 will be able to maintain their positions as we get ready to go back green. Field's double filing up for this restart. We see Mitchell Briggs has brought himself all the way inside the top 5. Jim Marshfield, another driver, he's in 4th right now after being in the second half of this field the majority of tonight. See what kind of run they can do on this restart. As Pace Truck getting ready to duck off here. Pace Truck ducks off. Michael Skinner off and away. Great restart by the 23 truck. Gonna allow him and his teammate to single file out. Jim Westfield, Adam Purcell battling for 3rd. Isaac Collins to the inside of Mitchell Briggs. This will be for 5th. See Richard Springer with a battle going on with Dominic Mangione. Richard Springer has a little bit of damage, not too bad. Looks like he did end up in the wall at some point. Oh, and a big wreck going on between teammates. That's going to bring out a caution. We'll see if we can get that replay for you. So we see going to turn 1, the 58 all over the back bumper with the 23, giving him a little tap. And it looks like the 23, I'm not sure if the 23 was trying to block, but 23 ended up getting turned. Let's see if we can see what went on with the 35, as it looked like they were wrecking behind these two. Well, it looks like Austin Collins clipped the 43, sent him into the 35. Just a lack of patience. The 58 was on fresher tires than the 23. And the 43 was also on the old tires. Looks like the 43 might have came down into the 98 for that incident. But very unfortunate for both those teammates. Let's see this one more time from the 23's point of view. '23 did hold the low line. 58 gave him another bump, and that turned him around. You see just how much damage is on the 23's truck. The 43 also with some damage. As they're down in pits. Jim Westerfield currently scored the leader. He should be coming down to pit with that damage. We'll see what happens. With this being the third caution, it's going to be real strategic from here on out with only the 3 sets of tires available for these drivers. If somebody had pitted on all 3 laps, all 3 cautions, I'm sorry, they would be out of tires at this point. We also have the green flag pit stop, so it is interesting to know if anybody is out of tires at this point. And if they were, they'd have to go 40 plus laps on the current set of tires they have. With Jim Rushfield pitting, that makes Craig Meyer your race leader. See if we can interview somebody while we're pacing. If we don't get the one to go signal, which it looks like we did, so we'll try to do an interview on the next possible caution that we have. Craig Meyer left on the inside line. Patrick Cargill, Dustin Jones make up row 2. David Lindahl, Josh Mayu round out the top 6. Green flag out. Craig Meyer with a fantastic restart. Patrick Cargill has a nose to the inside of the 69. Top 3 single file out. We take a look at David Lindahl, who gets around the 39 of Justin Jones. Blink out there by Thomas Herman. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Make sure he'll be able to stay in the session. If it gets any worse, he might have to park it for the night. You see Justin Jones fading back outside the top 5 now. Lindahl to the inside of the 69. Thomas Harmon is on the freshest tires of the group, about 8 laps fresher, as he's about to take 3rd away from Mitchell Briggs. David Lindahl has a lead, but how much longer will he have it as Thomas Harmon is hard and charging? Just got by Craig Meyer for 2nd. Harmon, your race leader. David Lindahl falls to 2nd. Craig Meyer 3rd. Patrick Calgo currently gunning in that 4th position. Josh Mayhew in the O2 rounded out the top 5. Another caution is out on track. See who it might have been on. Happens in front of these guys. We'll try to catch a number. Not quite sure. Oh, Richard Springer and Rad Posner, those two drivers ended up together. Taking a look, you see Brent Kincott able to get around his teammate, and here comes Richard Springer, ends up getting into the side of the 10, and that's what brought out the caution. 30 laps will be to go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to pace around here. David Lindahl is your leader. Doug Lockrow up for second. Brent Kincott is now in third. The top 5 are on 10 or more lap tires. Everybody else just came down to pit. Pace truck lights are out. Gonna get ready to go racing once again with less than 30 laps to go. Pace truck off for David Lindahl. He steps on it. Green flag is back out. Doug Lockrow did not have that great of a restart. That's going to open the door for Brent Kincott. But here comes Thomas Harmon to the inside of Raymond Root for fourth. He's going to get to the inside of Doug Lockrow for third. And he'll have a look for second, as he's on the freshest tires of the group. But he continues to blink. Race control is going to keep a close eye on that one. As Brent Kincott going to try to take that race lead away from David Lindahl. And a caution is out. We see David Wright go through the grass. See if we can see what might have happened. David Reagan and Craig Train, everybody seems to be able to get around him. Oh, Craig Meyer got loose loose off of turn number 4. That's what sent him through the grass. I think he got loose just by himself. We'll try to see this one more time. Coming off of turn 4, you see him just getting loose. He's getting sideways and into the 42 he went. Adam Patel doing a great job not running into him, but that'll do it for the caution. As field paces around, we have 25 laps to go. Hey Brent, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Gotcha, buddy.
Well, you're currently sitting in second. However, you are one of 3 drivers with tires that are 20 laps or older. I assume you have one more set waiting to be used?
I do.
And
I wanted to see if there would be more cautions at the end that I'll have the fresh tires for the end.
with 25 laps to go, I'm sure you're going to want to be hoping that caution comes
Soon.
sooner rather than later.
Yep.
Is your goal right now just to try to maintain the best track position you can until that caution should come?
That's basically the plan. Yep.
Alright, well, we know your teammate Steven Sims isn't here tonight, and Rod Fosnard got caught up in something about midway in this race, so it looks like you have the best shot for King Kyle Fosnard Motorsports, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to you at the end of this one.
Thanks, buddy.
Alright, we'll send you back down there. Good luck.
Thank you.
That is the Ford truck of Brent Kincaid, currently running second. Thomas Harmon is in third with 9 laps on his tires. The freshest set of tires running at the moment. And then you have 5th place Patrick Cowgill, 6th Austin Collins, and Josh Mayhew in 7th. Those are the next 3 drivers on tires less than 10 laps old, as the field should be double filing it up this time by. David Lindahl going to elect the inside line. Pace truck is off. Dave Lindahl gonna bring the field to the green. Down and away he goes. Thomas Harmon with a great restart. He's gonna take second at the line. Ben Kincott, Doug Lockrow make up third and fourth. The battle for fifth is on between Austin Collins, Patrick Calgo, and the 69 of Mitchell Briggs. Coming off of turn number 2. 3 wide for fifth. Patrick Calgo stuck in the middle. Doug Lockrow. Oh, and the 02 Josh May, he goes around. Ted Emmenheiser involved. Big pile up. Multiple trucks involved. The 39 of Dustin Jones involved. The 23 of Michael Skinner involved. See if we can see that one. Started with the 02 Josh May, you see just in front of the Remax machine. It looks like Free Ashley ran into him, then the 58 gets into the 8, and that's what caused the big pileup. And we just spoke to Ben Kincott about pitting, and here he comes. It's going to be 20 laps to go. Kincott, Doug Lockrow down in pitting, as well as the 88 of Dave Lindahl. That's going to put Thomas Harmon in the lead with those 13 lap old tires. Austin Collins second, Mitchell Briggs is third, Patrick Calgo fourth, and Adam Free, who may receive the EOL. That is up to the race control. He's currently in the 5th position. Let's see if we can have a word with Mitchell Briggs as we pace around the track. Hey Mitchell, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, now inside 20 laps to go. You're currently in the 3rd position. Do you think you'll have anything for these guys out in front of you?
We'll see what happens on the restart. Last couple restarts, I've had a pretty good jump and been able to pass a couple cars. We'll be able to see if we can do it on this one.
And my final question, has something happened to you? Hopefully you're still with us.
I hit the wrong pedal.
Mitchell, do you have another set of tires available, or have you used all yours up to this point?
I don't think I'm going to use it at this point.
Alrighty, Mitchell, well, we're going to let you go. Get focused. Hopefully we talk to you at the end of this one. Good luck out there.
Alright, thank you.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Mr. Briggs has a set, but he doesn't think he'll be using it. So that's interesting to know that some drivers still have a set of tires. Will they be using them is the question. As it looks like the top 6 are all drivers with 15 laps or older tires, lap tires on them. Craig Meyer has 7 lap tires, and then starting with 8th place down, they are on fresh tires. 8th place is Daniel Holloway, so keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on him on this restart. While we have a quick second, we want to remind everyone that next week the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series will be at Pocono For the Tricky Triangle 175, that is 70 laps on that 2.5 mile 3-corner racetrack. Be sure to tune in Tuesday, June 30th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for that race. Should be a good one. And the next race for the Dynasty Racing League Grand National Series will be again at Pocono on Monday, June 29th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for 75 laps. That is the next race on DRL TV, so be sure to tune in next week and see who will survive the Tricky Triangle. As the pace truck lights go out, Thomas Harmon elects the inside. Austin Collins starting alongside him. Mitchell Briggs, Patrick Cowgill make up row 2. And then row number 3 is Cody Gasky. Haven't made much mention of him tonight, and Craig Meyer alongside him. Raymond Root, who was involved in that incident earlier, he's up to 7th. A great recovery for him. Drivers on the lead lap. Pace truck ducks off. Thomas Harmon leading them to the green. And we're back underway at Chicagoland. 16 laps to go. Mitchell Briggs with a solid restart. He's up alongside the 98 of Austin Collins. Looks like he'll be able to take second away. Austin Collins going to slide right in behind him in front of the 31 Patrick Cowgill. But Patrick Cowgill not going to waste any time. He's going to get his nose to the inside quarter panel of the 98. Going to try to take that third position away. They might have made contact as the 98 slides up a little bit through the corner. At the line, Cowgill in third. Able to clear Austin Collins for third. Austin Collins going to put a bumper to him, as they're going to do the crisscross down the back straight. As you see Mitchell Briggs going after your race lead, Thomas Harmon. About a quarter of a second is the gap and closing. Lindahl able to get around Austin Collins for fourth. Keep an eye on David Lindahl. He's the highest ranked driver on freshest tires. He's 13 lap freshest than the rest of the field. Ben Kincaid right behind him is also on the same strategy as David Lindahl. Will there be enough time for them to make something happen with these fresh tires, as we're going to be 11 to go at the line? Ben Kincaid able to get around Austin Collins. That would be for the 5th position. Lindahl gonna look to the inside of Cargill now for the 3rd position. Still battling for 3rd. That's gonna hurt Lindahl and Van Pincock's opportunity to get closer to race leader Thomas Harmon as we're 9 to go this time by. Finally able to clear the 80, the 31 is the 88 of Lindahl. We'll see if he'll be able to make something happen. He's a 2nd behind Thomas Harmon with 8 laps to go. Mitchell Briggs still within gap to the 68 of Harmon. Thomas looking to pull off the sweep he won last night in the Grand National Series. Will he be able to do it tonight in the Truck Series? Jim Westfield coming down pit road late in this one. Going to be 5 laps to go at the line. Thomas Harmon's pulling the gap. Will a late race caution come out? As Lindahl's closing in on Mitchell Briggs, the caution is what Lindahl's going to want if he wants a shot at the 68 of Harmon. Lindahl to the inside, going to take 2nd away from Mitchell Briggs. 3 laps to go. Two more times for race leader Thomas Harmon to pull off the sweep. As long as a caution does not come out within the next half a lap, it will become official. And the white flag is out. This race will finish under green flag conditions. Thomas Harmon a mile away from picking up the sweep. And he will also get his first win this season in the Truck Series. David Lindahl just not enough time, 0.6 of a second behind him. Coming off of turn number 4, Thomas Harmon will win the Lake Michigan 150 in the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series. David Lindahl comes home second, Mitchell Briggs third, Patrick Calgo fourth, and Austin Collins will round out the top 5. As we have a little post-race antics going on. Thomas Harmon going to burn her down. We'll see if he'll pull in 68 Thomas Harmon. Hey, Thomas Harmon, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
10-4, I got you.
Oh, you did it. You sweeped the weekend here at Chicagoland, winning last night and again tonight. Your first win in the Truck Series this season. Walk us through your race.
I haven't done these trucks at all week here, and so I didn't know what to expect going in, other than I knew it would be loose as heck on the first lap or two. So I just used that to my advantage, took it easy around the first couple laps there, and then picked my way through traffic. And then, first caution I come out, I only took fuel, I didn't take tires, and that was enough to loosen the truck up. And put me pretty much on par with the guys that had fresh tires. And so I was able to move through the field using that. Used it again towards the second half of the race, and still had a set of tires sitting on a set of tires here at the end.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if a caution came out and we would have had a green-white checker, do you think you would have been able to hold off David Lindahl, who was on about 15 lap fresher tires than you were?
That would depend on when the caution, what lap the caution come out. Lap 96, I probably would have stayed out. We still had gotten a green-white checker at that point. Those last couple laps, though, the right front was pretty much gone, so I would have definitely come down towards the second, last few laps there. Because I think it would have been enough to make up the difference in tires and get back to the field to get back to him if we had green-white checkered.
Absolutely. Well, it was a great run for you here tonight. Next week we're going to Pocono. How do you feel going to Pocono?
I like Pocono. It's one of my top 4 tracks.
Alrighty, well, we'll see if you'll be able to continue where you left off next week at Pocono. And congrats again on your win, and we'll see you next week.
All right, see you guys.
Actually, sorry about that. Before we let you go, do you have any shout-outs?
Oh, shout out to you guys up in the booth, broadcasting to the fans, fans that show up, watch every week, drivers that come out every week. No spotter on the side or up in the booth tower this week, but we do have our roll on the truck, so shout out to her, and I think that's it.
All right, Thomas, congrats. Go out and celebrate. We'll see you next week. Have a great night.
Thanks. Have a good one, guys.
Let's see if we can pull in David Lindahl. Second place finish here tonight. Hey David, this is the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, David, second place finish here tonight. Started in 15th. It looked like you had the right strategy as you were the highest finisher with fresher set of tires. You think you would have had something for Thomas if a late race caution came out?
I think so. But I'm not entirely sure. He was faster than me all race. I was thinking he didn't have another set of tires, which was the strategy I was playing. I learned later on he did have another set of tires, so that kind of backfired. But I'm happy with how it played out.
Absolutely. This is, I think, your second place finish this season, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, you had that photo finish with Austin Collins at Charlotte, but you're getting closer and closer to your first win. I think it's coming. Just gotta stay on it. And next week we go to Pocono. Do you think that might be the day?
No, I struggle significantly at Pocono. But I think Charlotte the second half of the season and possibly any of the other mile and a halves I should run good at.
All right, David. Well, before we let you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give out?
I want to shout out my mom and dad. I know they're watching tonight. I also want to shout out you for running this league and all the other admins that put this on and make this able to happen. And my other competitors out there. It's always a great race in Dynasty Racing League.
Alrighty, David, congrats on your second place finish. Great run tonight. We'll see you next week at Pocono.
Thank you.
Great finish for him. Started mid pack in 15th. Phenomenal run for him. Let's see if we can pull in Mitchell Briggs. Started 10th, coming home 3rd. Hey, Mitchell, this is the broadcast booth again. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Coming home 3rd. Not too bad of a finish for you tonight. You think
No.
you would have had something? Did you have an extra set if green white checker would have happened?
Yeah, I had an extra set, and I probably should have used those first few laps to just save the tires a little bit more. I thought it was going to be a short enough run that I could just kind of go 100% there to the end, but clearly I started losing track there with like about 5 to go. I was right on his bumper for most of that run, but just didn't have enough there at the end.
Absolutely. Looking at the standings, this is your second top 5 finish. Great run for you coming back to the league. Only your 7th start this season. Going to Pocono next week. How do you feel going into the Tricky Triangle?
I am very pumped. That is one of my favorite tracks to run, and I'm generally pretty good there.
Alrighty, you hear it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for the 69 truck next week. Mitchell, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
I would like to give a shout out to the broadcast and everyone who runs this league, and also a shout out to local S6 Union, which is who I work for. We're actually on strike, trying to get a better contract.
Alrighty, Mitchell. Go out, celebrate tonight, top 3 finish. See what you can do next week at Pocono. Looking forward to watching you on track.
Thank you.
And that'll do it for post-race interviews. Let's see if we can get through the unofficial results. ATVO is kind of giving me some issues. Thomas Harmon, your race winner, leading 26 laps. David Lindahl, 14 laps, led second. Mr. Briggs rounding out the podium finishers. Patrick Calgo, fourth. Austin Collins, 7 laps led, rounds out top 5. Craig Meyer, leading 5 laps tonight, comes home 6th. Bren King got 7th. Adam Free, 8th. Doug Lockrow, a solid top 10 finish for him. And Daniel Holloway coming home 10th. 11th goes to Jared Gordon. Didn't really mention him tonight. A great finish for him. Raymond Root in his Dynasty Racing League Truck Series debut comes home 12th. David Wright 13th. Cody Barber 14th. 15th goes to Justin Jones. 16th Cody Gatsky. 17th 1 lap down is Rod Fosnar. 18th Richard Springer. Jim Westfield 1 lap led. 8 laps down in 19th. Dominic Mangione 21 laps down. Rounds out the top 20. 21st goes to Josh Mayu. 22nd, Adam Purcell, 6 laps led. Michael Skinner, who was tonight's pole sitter, comes home 23rd with 25 laps led. Ted Emenheiser, 22 laps down, 24th. Jarrett Rogers, 16 laps led, comes home 25th. 44 laps down is Anthony Thitchner in 26th. 27th, Dakota Wilkins, 57 laps down. 28th goes to Andrew York, 91 laps down. 29th, Ronald Sherline, 94 laps down. 30th goes to the 51 truck, Ronnie Outlaw. And 31st goes to Corey Sherman. Thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight for the Lake Michigan 150 for the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series here at Chicagoland Speedway. Be sure to tune in next week for the Pocono races. Tuesday, June 30th will be the Dynasty Racing League Truck Series for 70 laps. And on Monday, June 29th will be 75 laps for the Dynasty Racing League Grand National Series. Be sure to tune in at 9 p.m. on both nights. Let's see if we can take a quick look at the point standings. This was going into tonight. Everyone in yellow has a win on the year. Daniel Holloway is the first driver, the highest driver in the point standings without a win, followed by Adam Purcell, Cody Barber, Patrick Cowgill, David Lindahl, and David Wright round out the top 10 with the drivers without a win this season. Thank you to everybody that makes Dynasty Racing League possible. James Pandoff with Owner Financial Marketing. Thank you to the graphics and technical department of Martin Wenzel and Jordan Gonzalez. Thank you to the broadcasters, David Welborn Jr., James Pandoff, Taylor Butchie Benjamin, Rod Fosnar, and every special guest we've had this season. Thank you to race controllers, James Pandoff, Dakota Wilkins, Taylor Butchie Benjamin, Mike Springer, Richard Springer, and all the other people who have helped us this season. Thank you to all the admins, James Pandoff, Gaddy Buckner, Martin Wenzel, and David Welborn Jr. Well, that'll do it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Have a great night.